late night bar. At the late night bar. Late night boy. So is that thing now? I was already, no one told me, you see me, but I saw it goes still.
Yo, you never see how much people say them they like the intro,
they said
bro.
we should record it.
You should check the Twitter, man. On the Twitter, they say.
Yeah, man, I see walk on, but
they
isn't
say
me?
they like the intro, so you see me.
It's like,
Just
bring it back another week, another par, another vibes. Let's start. But yeah, you don't know. We introduced a late night par. You don't know it's at the late night par on Instagram. It's at late night par on Twitter. And you don't know it's www.vericulture.com. No,
www.vericulture.com/the late night par. Remember the hashtag them. Hashtag the late night par.
The late night par.
Hashtag TLNP. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? To tune in, and we're here again. And you don't know, we're gonna just introduce yourself real quick. You don't know, it's a loud mouth, big mouth, chat enough bass. At the therapist SOL.
Yeah, that's your at, bro.
My real name is Yannick Reed.
It's Rochelle. It's ultra_rush on both Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
I remembered.
Sashania at Sashania91 on Twitter. No, on Instagram. Sashania. I'm take over from Rochelle. I don't know what my Instagram name is. And then you can follow me on Twitter at its_shans_BTW.
With Z's.
With all Z's.
How much these?
2.
3.
2.
2 where?
ITZ _SH.
It's the rum, guys. It's the rum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Anyway,
Roman.
can go at Heatwave Fatalic on IG and
AKA
Twitter.
Supplement
Boss. You guys.
All right. I guess that's a thing too.
You said that last episode.
Yeah, so it's still those
And it's
in,
here to stay.
After all your success.
Whoa.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, so let us just introduce.
Remember the
our
guest. The guest is
We
here.
have the the person that makes a part different. The person that makes a part special. You see me? We'll have the legendary.
None other than.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Make
When you come with your own intro, I mean,
Introduce yourself.
It's a photographer thing, you know. It's a photographer thing. Them always want take it and. Them always want
starting?
take it and run off. Go on again.
So introducing to the late night part, none other than the visual ninja, the visual advocate, the girl, the magic man, Jik Reuben Pringle.
This coming like the nearest.
Boy, you're so many titles, you know, you can't.
AKA.
Time slap, bro. Time slap.
Times. Okay. So what the official name? Give me the official name.
Which official name? Government name?
Just for call it for the durational.
Or you can call me Jik Reuben, the visual ninja, or
Jik.
any, Jik.
Jik.
Or
Okay,
Reuben.
Nobody now calling a Jik.
visual ninja.
Whenever you see your mother call it that.
Or the ladies can call me Magic Man, you know what I mean? Whatever.
No.
So, I'm
Jik.
sure a lot of people are wondering, the few people who are left who don't know about Lord Jik himself.
Lord Jik.
Oh
Small
boy.
subsection. Tell them, what is a Jik?
A Jik is me.
Jik is you. What does Jik stand for?
Jik is, it doesn't stand for anything other than me.
Exactly. So if you look in the dictionary and look up Jik, you're gonna just see a picture of that brother there. But yeah, for everybody who may not know, who's listening to the par in the diaspora, because we know so we're obviously out there, you see me? I listen to the par. We have Jik Reuben, he's a photographer from Kingston, Jamaica. You're not from Kingston.
I'm from Kingston.
Kingston,
Born and
yeah.
raised Kingston 20, Kingston 17.
Say it loud and proud.
I'm not really proud to say that still, but.
There you go. Come through.
Westmoreland, my family come from, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm a photographer, videographer, so many things,
Yes, I am familiar with Jik's work. We've been friends for a long time, and Jik is a very excellent photographer / videographer. Just like our previous guest, Randy Richards. And
Randall.
when we had Randy, Darian, Jik's number one fan, said he can't wait to see
Darian?
Jik on.
Yeah.
He said he can't.
Who's Darian?
Darian blushing.
Yo,
all
big
the
up
way
Darian
around
for
Japan.
real. Big up
Stay
Darian.
warm, nigga. But yeah, so Jik, you know, we have you on the par right now. We know you as Mr. Miserable himself, you know.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you don't know about that, but
We do it behind your back. That's why you don't know about it.
We have the
Wow.
I tell Jik to
joke,
face him
yeah.
miserable. So, alright, Jik, as somebody who speaks out a lot about the creative community, you know, give us some comparisons of the previous generation of creatives and the current generation of creatives. And tell us what you like and what you don't like. Because you have many opinions on Twitter, you know. So it's time to put them on wax. Don't act surprised. Don't act surprised.
What point did I have these opinions? Because, you know, as
Alright, so Jik
time
said some
goes
things
by,
like,
your opinions change.
apparently, Jik sees a lot of photos of women in bikinis in fields.
Wow. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean, all right. So here's my thing.
Go on with the rule.
I mean, if a photographer want to shoot bikinis all day long, he can go do that. But
If some boy want to do that, them can do
them
that.
can do that. But I feel like there's more to life. You see me? But so I tend to stay away from that content matter. You know what I mean?
Why?
I go for more.
Oh, because it's just not your thing.
It's not my thing. You know what I mean? Like
Didn't feel?
why is a bikini in the field?
Oh, no, me get
Why wouldn't a bikini be in the field?
Yeah, but see, I
They
get,
water, that's what you
Yo,
mean.
you have
saw
some
the one
beach
with
where you
the
have to
beard
walk
of-
through and part for reach at the beach. isn't it?
okay,
Facts.
okay.
Yeah, man, so you don't
So
know.
then, alright, then why not?
Them park the car and then them a walk, you see me?
And snap a pic for any side. Like, I'll collect.
Yo, yeah, man. I just.
Well, I mean, as I said, if a man want to do that, him go and do that. You see me? But
Uh-huh.
that's not what my mindset is or my art is. You see me?
Alright, so what is your art?
Well, you know, art is more deep, you know.
Alright, so.
Well, him take picture of my friend Rochelle, so.
Oh, yeah, that was a great session.
Yes, because she's my friend.
You know, she's a lovely African queen. You know, so
Yes.
we have to document that. You know.
Facts. No
But on a
cap.
real though, apart from
Say
like
nice
my
things.
commercial work, which is like everybody do commercial work at some point, my personal work tends to celebrate African woman or bring some form of advocacy to some disease or illness that people don't necessarily know about. So that's pretty much what I do with my work.
Yeah, Jik's last project was with
Sanshegay.
Sanshegay, where you were highlighting her bone disease,
Yeah,
right?
osteogenesis imperfecta, also known as brittle bone disease. Yeah.
So, I would like to know more. I didn't see that project.
All right, so pretty much in a nutshell, osteogenesis imperfecta is a disease that you're born with. It's not a hereditary disease, so you never know if your child will have it or not. And what happens is that there is a deficiency. Jano, am I forgetting information?
Oh, I
No,
know.
you're not
Yo, this
forgetting
one
all
gonna
the
sound weird,
technicalities,
but
but go
I was
ahead.
literally watching this movie named Unbreakable,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
and the guy in it had it. His name
Yes.
Mr. Glass. So
Mr.
basically,
Glass.
Mr.
so
Glass.
basically, your body don't produce enough like some kind of protein or something.
I think it's
So your bones are very fragile.
So you just
and,
break?
and your
Pretty
bones
much.
break
Break
easily.
very
and-
Like just walking? Or you
So,
have
yeah,
to
and they don't
fall?
mend
put
easily.
things into perspective. You could be walking and you trip and you just break a hip bone.
yeah.
So and it tends to affect you mostly in the growing period of your life. So you know, between when birth and to like maybe about 18, 20 to between those
That's
ages.
I don't know.
Yeah, so once your hormones stop, you know, you stop growing, then you have less
Oh,
ailments.
okay,
But you still have to be careful, you know what I mean?
That's
Yo, so
good.
I realize that a lot of your work is in black and white. Like, why?
Because I'm
why
the
is
black
that?
and white king.
Yo, you can't give
You're
you
thinking
can't
of
give
trying
a
to
proper
supplement.
answer.
I mean,
When you
like,
go
you
into the
Man,
gimmicks,
brown,
dog.
same on the black and white.
Hold on,
he was
but
trying to
seriously,
figure
I've always wondered like, what drew you to that initially, and also why you feel the need to continue using that as your style, I guess.
I mean, I've always loved the black and white. Even like when I used to look at magazines, and because I used to go to St. George's College, and they had the Nat Geo. Okay, Travis over there who went to Wolmer's. Big up on the side.
Producer Travis went to Walmart, so we have a right.
George is a
No,
good
all of my
school.
good British name come from Wolmer's too.
Is
so.
that really a rivalry?
But anyways, pretty
Are they
much.
rivaling?
It is a good school.
when the man finish the thing.
George's is my brother's school, so I have to.
Alright, yeah, man.
High five.
Big up George's. Alright, cool. Back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, so I used to always look in the magazines, the Nat Geo magazines. I was always, interested and fascinated by the black and white imagery. I found them to be quite compelling, and there was this depth and essence that comes with it. And when I started photography, like everybody else, I was shooting in color and shooting landscape, shooting bugs, shooting whatever. And I can't
Point and shoot. Tell them about the point and shoot.
That's the next story for another time, yo. But big up yourself, Yannicka. You're there from day one still.
Yeah.
But was about this thing on the point and shoot still.
Oh.
But you know what I mean. But anyways,
That's the real Jik. That Jik.
The hype Jik.
no, but real talk. I was, I know people used to ask me, yo, is that which DSLR? I was like, no, it's a point and shoot. And them time I'm thinking pictures look like crap still. But people used to like, gawk over it. And I was like, well, big up on it, give thanks. Support is needed. But anyways, I don't know at what point I started shooting black and white, but I just remembered like maybe I was messing around with editing or whatever, and I was just like, I love this, and I started out with like concerts, and I found that when I would edit the concert photos in black and white, there was this presence that came from the images, almost as if you were there in that moment, in that time. And colors, I love seeing color images. Like I love seeing Yannick's image, Nikki's, all my friends them. But I find that oftentimes, even for what I do,
When we got two people and just we got the VC photographer.
The agenda.
You don't know, like big up Gianni, big up, Darian, big up all the other man them.
No, man.
Don't make him put it on the
From
spot.
start, you go forget someone.
Yeah, you just have to keep it
Just pick up the
going.
VC photographer them and move on.
Big up Dash, you know what I mean? Big up Craig,
All right.
big up Wade, big
man.
up, you know what I mean?
Big up.
Big up who forget big up.
Big up everybody
You know what I
who
mean?
take picture and watch late night parts. So if you don't watch or listen late night, what?
Wow.
Over there, so.
Wow.
But yeah,
Mercy.
pretty much, for what I do, I found that color was a bit distracting, and I wanted the viewers to just get the message. We live in an era where everybody's just scrolling.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, sometimes you see a nice colored image and you're like, oh, this is beautiful. But I wanted people to see more than just beautiful colors. I wanted them to see the message. I wanted them to get acquainted with the persons that I was documenting. You know what I mean? So, and I found that black and white was the best way to do that. And I just love black and white. Like, all of my favorite photographers shot in black and white.
So is that what you mean? Like when you say presence now, that's what you mean, other than when I've heard you say, if somebody only has to say that your work is clean.
Come on,
Yo, a real thing still. Clean is like a good base.
Him say, all they can say
But I
about
feel
that
like-
guy's work is it's clean.
No, but for real, I feel like if you were
Y'all
just
be
clean,
mad.
I
then
never said that though.
I feel like I've seen you say that still.
Don't make him pull up.
Come on, yo.
Pull up the tweets, bro.
No,
Anyways, I can
but-
talk about that still.
No, but I think that's interesting for real still, because I feel like that's like a very just
That's
basic, bro. Isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
but you see, here's the thing. Like, I feel like saying that image is clean back then and now is two different things. Nowadays, the camera
camera does
resolution
most
is
of the
so
work.
good. Like
Yeah.
the camera is in not
Not-
all the work, but a good amount of work for you that it's not hard for anybody to take up a camera and the pictures look clean. You know what I mean? Back then, however, the cameras weren't that great, so you actually had to put work in the lighting, in the editing for it to get that clean look. You know what I mean? About that I said that to say that like there are a lot of talented new photographers coming out. Like you have, I won't do the name thing again, but
Them.
you know what I mean? There's a lot of great photographers coming up, and I think Yannick was asking me what's the difference
he
between.
found the tweet.
Give me more than just clean editing and good lighting. I need more. So you got delete it.
Linked on your account.
He's gonna start the dates in here.
Oh, that's this year.
He was gonna be
Same
like,
life.
I've changed since then.
Yeah,
Oh, but
so like that's pretty much like it's the same thing I was telling you about. It's like there is more to the image. Like I need some depth in your images nowadays. Like everybody is literally shooting the same thing, and there are a few people who are doing something different, but for the vast majority, it's the same thing. Girls in bikinis, girls topless when they don't need to be topless. Like
Picture of concert.
Yo, I asked Jik if he would shoot a porn and him said no.
That's not my thing. That's not my thing. If you want to shoot porn, you shoot
That's
porn.
disgusting.
I never said that. Wow. I never said that. I never said
Travis
that.
said, am I idiot?
Nasty boy, man.
No, I would never say that. In all honesty, like,
Travis
it's not,
a shoot
it's not my
porn
thing.
or only close shots.
Yo, what is you guys' problem?
This is
What's
a
happening?
article.
Yo,
Podcast,
I feel like Yannick over there save it, tweeted.
He said you have another. Him say you have another account.
Yo,
Him say you have another
I
account.
don't have another account.
He must search for the other
There's
name.
no other
You will
account.
be in black and white.
No, I don't. No.
Yo,
I only have 2
look up him
Instagram
Finsta.
accounts.
Oh. Yannick did I blow up your Finsta.
I don't have a Finsta. I don't even know what a
Alright.
Finsta is.
oh my god. All right, yo, so
Oh, I'm old school.
all right, so after the Sanshegay project, you have anything else like in a similar vein that you're working on right now?
No, not right now. Probably next year before I start doing another project.
Okay.
Right this year, since releasing that project, I've just been working on a couple other things. I was a part
Some
of
black women in the fields in them bikini.
one day, maybe one day. Maybe, Rochelle, we can probably do
Hold on,
something
what
like
was the theme? What was the theme of you guys shoot?
It was African based,
African
African
based.
inspired. Yeah.
Which country in Africa?
Ooh.
Well, she had Kente clot, so we got Kenya.
Oh. Them catch you, them
Rush?
catch you.
Low, you see me? So that mean Africa too.
Wow.
Low here.
The ignorance jumped out.
Right. Jump right out. Those are Yannick views.
Are those in
Yannick
black and white as well?
Yannick,
Yeah,
Yannick
yeah.
view.
I shot
So
them
you-
on film.
So you now start,
I'm the
you know
representative
start
for the
take some
underrepresented-
color picture.
Well,
opinion
I mean,
of
if you're gonna
Labour.
talk about color, the last 3 advocacy projects I did were in color.
Oh, nice.
That
Yeah.
is true, actually.
Yeah. I've been shooting a lot of color this year. Well, not really. No. Last year I was shooting a lot of
A
color.
lot is relative, I guess.
This year I've been focusing on shooting film.
Mm-hmm.
So my preferred color is, I guess my preferred film is black and white film. So yeah.
All right. Cool.
I was getting to that, but then I was,
What's focal point?
So-
Travis, say why you not talk about focal point? What's
there's
focal
many things I
point?
can talk about, you know what I mean?
Hold
Like,
on. What's
I was
focal
gonna
point?
get there, but Focal Point is a series I started that focuses on. I can't say the same. I can't define those. Anyways, it features. That's the right word. That features local photographers. The idea behind Focal Point came when I was becoming a photographer and I was looking for local references and business photography tips, and I couldn't find any locally. So I always said to myself that at some point I'm going to create a resource for upcoming photographers and even something just for the archives, because I find that apart from like Ray Chen and like Brian Rosen, there's no real documentation about photographers. You know what I mean? Maybe the Gleaner or some or the Observer, those people might have some stuff of their in-house photographers, but not much of like the broader society.
Press photographer starter pack.
So yeah, pretty much
shirt,
that's
jacket.
Yo,
Keys. No. It's not Jika talking about Jik. No, you have to have a receding hairline.
Wow. Tick 1, 2, and 3.
you see me
Jika wear
trending
bread
youth.
boot. You don't wear bread boot. You have to wear.
What's up, Red Bull?
What's a bread boot?
You know them big shoes there, bread boot.
Sash, you know what bread boot?
I know bread boot.
You know what bread boot is? Don't put your feet on the.
I know, man.
Jik put his
I
foot
wish
on
you
the
could.
table.
No, I wish you could see
and
this.
just jump right out at him. Like,
Yo,
I wish you
Sash,
could see
what
this
is-
ghost
what
on
is-
Kango's face.
What is a
like-
bread boot? You know what a bread boot is?
I feel like St. Thomas people must know.
Yo, we're Richard. This is a landmark moment.
Talk about it.
Yannick just said something and Sash don't know what it is. Is a Jamaican thing? Bread boot is a country people
bread
thing.
boot is when them say when your foot big like a bread.
Loaf of bread.
Yeah, have a bread foot.
But Sash never know.
I don't.
And
I've
Yannick,
never
no,
heard of-
Maybe St.
I'm
Thomas
so
people have
proud,
small
dog.
feet.
I'm proud.
Kingston back in the game, baby.
No, right after Jake just put him dirty foot on the table, you should have shamed for time.
Jik don't claim Kingston.
I really don't.
Jik
Claim you.
basically come from St. Thomas.
What the fuck?
How?
No, he don't.
No,
No,
I'm
he
not claiming
don't.
I
St.
joke, him live
Thomas.
at Harborview.
Well, I live in Kingston 20, but Harborview is Kingston
Well,
17.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Okay. So.
Quicks while you're ahead.
Segue queen.
Moving right.
Segue queen.
So we are gonna get into the juicy
Personal
topics.
Let's
Talk about it, Sasha. Talk about
No,
it.
no, no, no. You moderate.
No, man, but you didn't want to talk about it.
Don't put me on the spot.
Oh my God. Yo, when you stop have a side conversation.
Oh,
man.
sorry. No, Yannick.
Let's
I
dive
don't
into it. I don't remember the story.
Yo, so on the list, we have this thing about paternity leave. Them say them want to introduce paternity. I don't know if they did or they want to or something like that. But I put it because I saw you talking about it.
All right, so there's
to give
been a
them the
lot of
rundown.
discussion around whether or not Jamaica should have paternity leave. Currently, we have maternity leave. Most businesses that are good businesses give you up to 3 months paid maternity leave. However,
Maternity.
Oh my,
maternity leave. I said maternity.
Yeah.
They have a few that give paternity leave, but it's up
But,
to 2 weeks.
but
says Ali.
overall, it's not really. So the 3 months
Three
are not
weeks.
mandatory and not paid either. So very few businesses stick to the 3 month rule.
Okay.
So in moving along with in the trend, people have been asking for paternity leave because, of course,
Oh, you mean?
fathers are integral.
Yeah,
you
man,
need to
that
be
if you stay
there.
home and take
Oh,
care of
so
the
Lovely,
people.
Awesome
lovely,
days
lovely,
off.
lovely minister Chuck tweet say him not believe in a paternity leave.
Well, make him
What is
cut
there
and
to
go.
believe in?
And him a focus on paternal responsibility.
Is he a good father?
The man that I know
Yo,
the
nigga.
man them for go work and go take care of them pitney, but them must focus on any paternity leave. And then he retracted later and say, I can't believe when I take what I say seriously.
Okay, smart guy.
basically.
Yo,
Smart
what?
guy.
Basically. He was like, no, people keep saying I don't
Wait,
support
did
paternity
he put
leave.
lol?
But
How are we supposed to know that he wasn't serious?
he was like, no, why would you think I meant what I said earlier? No, I could not support
Bro.
Yo, them
paternity
people that
leave.
take off for idiots,
No,
you know that.
I think he
them
meant to tweet it to his fake.
Finsta.
No, you know what?
70-year-old man,
I'm
nah,
not-
no fake Twitter. account.
Damn, I'm the fake one.
Yo, listen to what Rochelle is saying here.
With 70-year-old man, have fake Twitter.
collusion.
Oh, jeez.
No, but no,
So,
load up,
old
no
man
load
have
up.
fake.
I don't know who he is, but I feel like he's a politician.
Yo,
I
hold
know
on.
who he is. He's not.
Alright, so he tweeted it and he said sorry.
No,
it was a
well,
joke.
Him never really said sorry. I'm basically saying to know why we're so upset. He did not say he doesn't support paternity leave. I think for me, him they clearly said that. So I'm not cape for him, but I wonder if somebody when I'm look advise of them did a tweet because to go from one extreme end of the spectrum to be like no fuck this to be like no yes I love it is weird. But he's a politician, so I shouldn't be surprised. But a part of my issue is that Jamaicans view parenting for men as financial, like you're supposed to take care of the family, which is why it wasn't hard for me to believe. He's like, no man for support them family, and they believe a lot of Jamaicans believe that's the end of where parenting for men start.
Send the workless
like you
for
go,
them
you
home
go
to take
work
care of
and
them
you don't really spend time with your child, and that's fuckery. You need for that. You need for help when they might change diaper. You need for help mix the feeding. Like, I'm not get it. But I feel like it's a general thing when people view parenting for men as go out and work, provide the money, if them even not do that, and then that's it.
Yannick has a question.
Yannick has a
It's
question.
not a problematic one. Is there anybody like from your anybody here from your circles who has a problem with paternity leave or just the idea of it? Because me just hear something like that and to me I'm just like, all right, free time. Like who is opposing free time except
Yo, I mean,
people don't want-
businesses.
like,
like,
Workless fathers,
Is-
them
is-
people,
Dog, no
workless
per- no-
father.
no-
but yeah, it's paid leave.
No, but
bro.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying
but you
is
see,
no.
them don't want to be a father. That's the thing. Them
Dog.
don't want to have to deal with that
So you'd rather-
responsibility.
That's not the issue. It's not no employee is going to be like, no, I don't want paternity leave. Where you're giving it is the employers saying that yo, I don't want to pay this person to not be here. Just call them off them of a youth. Like, what may I pay them for not
And
there?
it's hard for women even the 3 months. A lot of businesses don't abide by that. It's not in law that you have to give 3 months.
No,
I
you give
think
it's 2 months paid, 1 month, and the business is supposed to give you 1 month.
Right.
But usually, even within that 3 months, most women end up packing their vacation leave. They don't take vacation for the entire year.
So you get more time.
And luckily, if they have those days, and they pile them on and add their vacation leave because 3 months is really not a lot of time when
Yeah,
you
that's
think
not
about
enough.
it.
especially if you have a C-section, like the
3 months
fuck?
is still tiny.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah.
And your body
And you're
itself
still
has
healing.
Still recovering.
healed. Like you
So
still
people are
feeling
coming
things.
back to work and are having to deal with pumping breast milk.
And then
in them
certain
office and all
businesses
them
don't
stuff.
have rooms for you to
People
come.
don't have those things and don't have those services available.
So the based on the way how they're talking about it, is it that like say two parents work at the same business,
No.
they can't take it same time?
No, well, I don't think that was.
I don't think they looked at it like
In
that.
general, if you have a child and your wife goes into labor, then they're sorry. So if you have a child and your wife goes into labor, you should be. There are certain countries that have it where I have a past lecturer, not ex, Jermaine McAlpin, who UE at that time didn't give paternity leave, and he was like, "No, my cut, my wife I have baby, I'm gonna leave." So it's just for you to be able to be there during the birth and afterwards.
Some countries have paternity, like their maternity leave period is everlasting. It's like up to a year, and I'm like,
like in Japan.
yeah.
Japan is I
and for
think 2
maternity
years.
and for paternity leave is like extended up to 6 months, and the way how they do it, there's so many ways that you don't have to take it one time, so you can take it 3 months and then you take another month later down. Right.
You know
So
what I wonder? Like, how do these things affect children, like, in the long term? You know what I mean? Like, your parents not even being there for 2 months good.
you
Then
know,
you just there with a babysitter, or not even, like,
No,
probably
even
just
that,
somebody that...
I was thinking about it. Like I was looking at it, like recently. One of my coworkers, she just had her baby, and she does have somebody with him always, constantly. But I'm thinking about how different parenting was with our parents and their parents, where I see the people I see going to daycare, like these babies going to daycare. I feel some type of way about it.
in terms of because they're so young?
They're so young, but your parents, we don't have the type of support systems that we do have, and our lives are different. Everybody's everybody is constantly, we're working, our communities are different, so we don't have that type of support where your family used to help you kind of raise a child. You have to get up early, you have to carry the child to daycare, and you go work and you come back for them. And I'm just like, there are a lot of things that you have to rely on other people to teach your children. And a lot of support systems aren't there. So no persons they're at work most of the time, but work culture is not evolving to accommodate that. We're spending more time getting to work and getting home from work, and our work cultures and things just really not accommodating that.
There's some workplaces that have daycares on site or like next door.
In Jamaica?
JMMB.
Big them up.
Okay, JMMB.
No, I don't, but there are other places. So when I was
JMMB,
at Observer, and that was years ago, there was a school across the road at RJR that you could send your kids if you're in the
RJR
group.
Basic School, yeah.
So Observer people, ATL people could send their kids there, which was in walking distance if you want to go look for your kid.
Funnily enough, the place I used to work at the daycare center too.
Yeah, so you have a couple of places that have
are
it.
trying, but it's still it's difficult.
There's
though.
much more to be done though.
Yo, I don't know. I don't have the answers, fam, like, at all.
Yeah, but I don't
No.
see, like, to me, I'm just like, I don't understand what could be bad with paternity leave. But then I was like reading some of the comments, when people talking, I'm just like, even men think men really are trash.
Yeah.
One of the arguments was like, no, remember, the man them are gonna have 2 baby mother, so them are go out, they can't get the 3 months, them are go out for half of the year. No,
Somebody said that for real.
For real?
Wow.
No, but y'all listen to the argument.
Man, them a say, them a go just breed beer woman and take beer paternity leave.
That's a good point.
Each other, they really narrate each other.
It's a good point.
Makes sense.
The men of the room have fell silent.
Yo.
But it's sad.
More girl, more holiday. Sound like a cartel lyric.
But it's really sad. It's
Guys,
so
sad though.
sad.
Granny.
It's so sad.
Yeah, man. It's as I said,
The momager is like, what the
You know what's a real holiday?
not having a youth.
You're not wrong though.
Do not high five Jordan. Do not high five Jordan. Jordan is one tweet away from a pregnant. Yo, guys, it's about to get real. Hashtag have to man up.
With friends like this, fam. Yo,
Why
that's
you
so
with the
accurate,
mascot,
dog.
so? Why you going, sir?
Yo, that's so accurate,
Yannick is so
dog.
vicious tonight.
He doesn't use hashtags.
Did I like it?
Yannick is so vicious tonight. God, man.
Tell them again. Sashania, alright, let me tell you why I'm boosting Sashania. You know what tweet I saw on the late night power account?
Oh, she
Someone
tweet.
said, I love Sashania's views. That's what they said, and I was like, oh God, we must make Sashania take
But
charge.
I'm shy. No, but you should tell me, give me the heads up, because now me come shy. I'm never prepared.
Yo, that guy who put your tweet it again so Sashania can screenshot it and boost herself. Tell him about how man love breast, Sashania.
May Rochelle tell since her fear friend.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
we like how we had division of labor. You see me?
Good job, guys. Well, all right. So,
Lady, them have breast. Them for talk about breast.
yeah, is that relate? But no.
Yeah, man,
anyways.
go through.
All right.
You have breast?
So,
Talking at the mic, is it me?
So-
Never even asked Jik him views.
If
which
my
is
Oh,
very
no, I'm
sen-
good.
No, man, give him
No,
views,
about the
man.
viewer spot.
Everything
Rochelle?
good.
About the what?
sorry.
I mean, overall, like we just had a full topic and him was like,
I chipped in.
Yeah, man, feel like as a man, it's almost kind of.
care you.
Oh, yeah.
Free time?
No, I said, my thing is, like, one of the reasons I do have a child is I actually plan to be there for my youth when I'm born. So it's like, I'm for this, you know what I mean?
So
Like,
actually plan to be there.
yo, for real though.
as if there was any question.
Like, I feel like being a father is more than just like, you know,
Yeah.
paying school fee and dropping them
Exactly.
to work, you know what I mean? And get, yo, trust me. So like, yeah, I'm for this, you know, paternity leave thing, taking care of my child and helping my baby mother. And thing.
Go on with the road.
Yeah, man,
Anyways,
Rochelle,
all right,
I
so-
try to share her responsibilities.
No, I'm not. Anyways, so I don't know what his position in whatever parliament is, but Dr. Andre Hunt, they were having a discussion and about breast cancer.
Question.
Him in the shadow something.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I'm
what
on
it is.
shadow. Them no.
In the light, wow. Anyways, yes. So they're having a discussion about breast cancer because, you know, October is breast cancer awareness month and they're having this discussion. And in his, in his trying to, I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but he was coming across with a story about his aunt that had
Him
breast
love.
cancer. And in doing so, he indicated that, you know, he's a breast man.
And then,
So,
you mean my
include the
generals?
part about when them ask him which part of
but
the
the
woman.
one him love, which part of the female?
Him love.
You know, so that did kind of rub me around.
Yeah, man,
Anyways.
the F word.
Female chicken with love.
I don't say, you know,
Even when me a buy chicken.
No, you know, say
Breast
say
and
that-
wing.
You know, say there was a way. Anyways, and him say, oh, him love breast, and it came off.
Dunce.
It did not come off as I'm assuming that he intended it to do. And I'm a friend, yo, my page him, I say, yo, you can't say it like that. Yeah. So, and there was this whole firestorm, and then oh no. But then I believe just even the way that we usually speak about breast cancer, it's there's a lot of messages that we don't realize, but they're very sexually inclined. So love the breast, feel the breast, save the boobies, everything. Great. We want to do that. But that is one of the issues that a lot of women face when they're dealing with the challenges of breast cancer. So for you to say it like that, like, okay, man, you love breasts, so therefore, but you're not.
Therefore, let's save the breast for me to sexualize.
For me to see exactly.
So it doesn't come across. And that's what I was trying to explain to him. I was saying, especially in that space and that context, and especially the way we are now as people, there are certain things you have to be more conscious of.
True.
That even I have to be more conscious of the way that we speak about certain things. Because like even when I was talking to him, I was like reading articles, and a lot of women, they're faced with removing their breasts and things like that. Because, you know, breasts are a sign of femininity. That's an issue for them. Even there was a whole spread in the Observer, I think it was Flair, and they spoke to it, and a lot of it was focused on, okay, how is life in the bedroom? Those are things that they asked. And I was just like, okay, a little why you have to ask that.
Yeah.
But that is always top of mind for some persons, because a lot of it's your body, especially women, and a lot of your femininity is tied to that. So to lose that and then to have people just the way how people say it.
Always
Exactly.
sexual. Always sexual.
Exactly.
Lost their breath.
Right.
Feel
And
like they can.
And their lives, like
Yeah.
you're sexualizing something that is not supposed to be a sexual discussion. I don't care if you love breasts. There are women who choose to not have a mastectomy because they feel like, oh, my man not going to love me enough, or I'm not going to feel sexy enough, therefore putting themselves at risk. And ultimately dying. So it's like, read more, like Google, understand. Like, I don't understand. You're going to come in a public forum like that and do a presentation like that. I would expect that you would Google and understand the theories and understand the trends, and because it's not okay to
I don't know
speak
if he
about
said,
that.
but he said it in Parliament, you see me? So that's to me a huge issue.
Yeah, you have script. You have script writers. Them always message us for give them information at my workplace. Like, we're going to do this presentation, so nobody that was writing it felt like, given the context and the discussions we've been having, that's not something you should include. And then saying it is one thing. Whatever issue with politicians just being always constantly wrong and strong. Like, for days, he might be like, oh, I just love fight fire, I just love fight up people, I just love find an issue. And it's like, what are you talking about?
But even within that, I think I did say it to Yannick or something. I was like, yo, I have a problem with media. I say, yo, somebody says fuckery. You do not give them space to say more fuckery. Why are we inviting them onto interviews? Just make it. Let us forget about it. But and then they are the same people that are saying, why are we talking?
But that's how news. That's how news works, though. And I don't like. I feel like
they do it for the likes.
No, but I think in this. I think in
the
this case is a topic that needs to be discussed. You see me?
Yeah, but
because
discuss it with the right lens.
Yeah, but if you discuss it without him, you know what I mean? Sure. Some people now go view it the same as involving him in the discussion. You know what I mean? I haven't listened to any of these news or reports or whatever like on mainstream media.
Damn millennial.
You know what I mean? But I feel like if you have a discussion about a politician and the politician is not present, it's a different thing where they're present and you're trying to educate them on like what was wrong or why he said what he said and kind of crossing that.
But some people not interested in edit, and I don't mean that to defend them. Like some people are just like, yo, right now you step on my toe, I'm definitely not try to educate you why my toe hurt. Yo, my toe hurt and you need to fuck off.
Yeah, but dog, the man is a member of parliament.
That's what I was saying.
Like,
it's not a random John.
I don't feel like you can just talk about the issue without like if he's not involved in that discussion, it's going to be weird. You know what I mean?
And
then I don't think it's a thing about allowing. It's not about allowing them to spread it. To me, at least, as I said, I haven't listened to any of these things. You know what I mean? But I still think like, if somebody say fuckery, it can't just be you alone and say this person say fuckery. To me, you see me?
Yeah, but then the way how
that's what late night party is all about. By the way.
But then it's the way how you bring across their point. So it's like, okay, this is what was said. Let us look at the other facts. These are some breast cancer patients. Let us
so I think he eventually apologized.
Yeah, he did.
So
and
that
it was
means
like
that
the
in some
apology
way
was
it
trash.
didn't work.
He literally put a smiley face at the end of the apology and a lol. Like that was so disappointing.
Are apologies sincere these days, anyways?
Are they ever?
Are apologies ever sincere? Yeah,
I give sincere.
But I think it's
we changed behavior.
Do you think politicians give sincere apologies though?
No,
I think so. I mean, I believe in people. You know what I mean?
Tell me
politicians are people at the end of the day, isn't me?
But
I feel like generally it's
like
next
Justin
to.
Trudeau, alright.
No, but the man literally wore blackface, bro.
Yeah,
I've
feel
never
bad.
heard a sincere apology from the prime minister.
No, but the thing is,
politician.
alright, apologies to me. It has to do with how you relate to the person. You know what I mean? Cause dog, you don't trust politicians. So if a politician do something fuck up, and apologize, gonna be like, oh, him just want XYZ, him just want ABC. Versus Jik do something, Jik from Adams, you see me? And you kind of have a better understanding of like Jik and the type of person that he is.
A good youth.
Like,
you just know the politician.
To me, it's kind of impossible for a politician to apologize and for you to really feel like, and the man could have said, I'm sorry, may I go donate to this cause, may I donate to that cause. I say, oh, he's just throwing money at the problem and hoping we forget. Or am I go to a concert and say, oh, I'm just want we forget and feel nice. Like, it's impossible.
So public apologies don't make no sense then?
No, you must apologize because people were hurt. You see me? The least you can do is try to apologize.
I see your point.
If them do accept it, then there's nothing you can do. But you know what I mean?
I feel like if the apology doesn't happen, even if we don't take it as sincere, it's almost like we feel like you're doubling down on the thing. It's like
people remember that you didn't apologize.
People don't believe you that you apologize, but we believe say you admit say you lose at least.
True.
Yeah. But I admit say I lose and I'm done with that narrative, yeah. But if that not happen, it's like,
you're still holding on to that stance.
Narrative.
You know business.
One thing that this whole thing with Andre Horton show me still is like how much Jamaica kind of shifting in real time, dog. Cause it's really on Twitter it blow up as usual. Like things always blowing up on Twitter, and I feel like also because of the type of people that are on Twitter, and
You mean the articulate
things
minority?
the things that we interface, and same thing I say about we're so driven by like the American media, like or thoughts. You know what I mean? Cause I feel like if it kind of hard to like say, imagine if we never have American media and like Me Too and all them things there, and people getting woke. How would I react to this maybe like 5 years ago?
Yo, every year at Brent Scans or somebody I said them love breast.
Yeah, and it wasn't a thing, dog. Like
every year.
You see
every
me?
year.
But
Not
it's
to say
like
that it right, but no.
it go on and it's like a big thing.
The collective consciousness, like we said last episode, the collective consciousness is getting wiser.
Yeah.
And now we are raised the standards.
Yeah.
Now we just not do them thing here because you get me? Like,
Dog,
like
Twitter guy, the thing here, fuck.
yo.
It's creepy, dog.
Did you hear about the girl who watched Jane the Virgin?
I don't.
No, I'm not watch it.
My
You
girl
don't
watch it.
But-
Okay, good. Wait, we have somebody in the crowd who
That's
watch
her
it.
name.
Gina
Gina
Wait, should it
Rodriguez.
come in another Fast and the Furious?
No,
No.
that's another Latina girl.
Wow.
No, where should come in now?
Wow.
That's racist.
That's super racist.
Alright, so I'm to Jane the
Jesus,
Virgin.
which other movie?
I'm to
the girl
Jane the
come in?
Virgin.
So St. Thomas people stay?
She said the N-word. She was singing along.
Yo, Sash.
I'm sorry, Yannick. I never realized. Yannick, I'm sorry.
Yo, for the people listening,
Yannick, I'm so sorry.
Sash legit
Oh,
just
she turned
grab
red.
the mic from Yannick.
I did nothing.
You see the narrative from
Jake, we never have to get up at us yet. Don't make me start with
Gather up.
Please.
Are
Gather
you
up.
Don't
ready?
make me have to gather you up today.
Alright, yo,
Alright,
you
good
can
call.
wait like half hour. And we'll just do it after. Save it for after the part.
Guys, if
Ready.
you're just listening to Late Night Par, do remember that we have a video version
Yeah,
of the
man.
par. You can go to
Let's
Listen
get
Very
ready
Culture
to
on
rumble.
YouTube and find the episode for say Sashania Drape Up Jik.
Alright.
Impossible.
What you say about
I just dropping in the quick thing in terms of we are talking about apologizing.
Okay.
The lead actor for the Netflix show Jane the Virgin, she was caught
on
on her
Netflix?
Instagram. Yeah.
Since when?
She was caught.
I don't miss
You
it.
watch
You
it?
said it on
No, I
TV.
don't watch it.
Oh, it's a soap opera, bro.
Yeah.
It dep on Netflix,
It
man.
depends on it, but it's not a Netflix show. But
Yeah.
yeah, so she was caught saying the N word
In
while
a-
she was DJing a Lauren Hill song in her Insta.
Miss
story.
Lauren Hill.
I think it Miss Lauren Hill.
Yeah,
I
man,
think it
get
was
it right.
supposed to be to her close friends, but it was
Finsta.
not.
When she wrong Finsta, bro.
So then, the plot thickens said that
Yo, you know,
J-Lo,
rich people. We now watch this. Una rich. Buy 2 phone. Finsta phone and Insta phone. You
Facts.
see me?
Insta phone
But them
and
still
Insta.
mix
Meds it,
it
dog.
up. But
No,
yo-
yeah, but if you mix it up, you just feel worse, bro. But you can't switch account, bro.
Which even worse,
but
Sarah?
J-Lo forward today. And she was like, J-Lo forward and said, I don't see what was wrong with what she did. J-Lo said that.
What did Jenny
You
from the
too
block
lie.
say?
Yeah.
That me said
I'm
that
very
not surprise
surprised.
me. That not surprise me.
I mean, yo, no,
think it
but
was on Twitter.
no, but
After
no.
she see people vocals.
No,
Him.
yo, there's a
She
difference
been-
between being surprised that someone thinks this and being surprised that someone said
The mother
this.
say, oh, it's a song she
I'm
sing.
surprised that she said it.
Yeah,
But she have a song where she said the N-word, you know?
Who?
J-Lo have a song where she said
brother,
the
in a
N-word.
which year?
I'm super shook.
Like 90s. You don't
In
think yo,
the
she been saying the
in the
N-word?
what? The
90s are different times, bro.
A different thing.
So why people
no.
still-
It's not acceptable, you know.
Yo, our N-word.
But that they never cancel Justin Bieber.
Well, no man, our N-word card expire and it can't renew. You know what I mean? She have to just go on the wallet, dog. She have to go find something else for call Fat Joe.
That's
You
why
see
she
me?
met
I say?
Drake. That's why she met Drake running.
Yo, all Drake, you see in a 2030, him can't do that, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Drake.
What them a say?
Drake will lose him N-word card.
Yeah, man, the man just get lighter and lighter.
Boy, are they done?
But you know why me know say Gina did not say a foolish she do. You know she done say it, she did a little guilty like
Hold
laugh.
on.
Laugh. Like you heard it in her voice that she know say she mess up.
But she always.
so I don't understand why she still posted because she made the laugh and like she look at the girl.
No, I think
Like-
what my theory is that she was supposed to post it to
On her
either her
Finsta.
close
Are they
friend
Afro
story
Latina?
or her Finsta.
How old is she? No, as in legit.
I don't know. I feel like she's like
30s.
30.
I would say early 30s.
A lot of artists do these things to get views, says
Rage
Alia.
machine. It's like we know Black Twitter go post me up and like all of a sudden me know say she have like an award.
Yo, what kind of
So, that
dangerous?
means,
Them will cancel you. You know what I mean?
So we should expect new content soon then.
Do what?
We should expect new content
Yo,
soon.
so Jik, you know, yo, so that's why I post about some picture just clean. Or some
How it
views,
comes back to me, bro?
No, but we just as a controversy after stir the pot,
Nah, I'm
you
not
see me?
that type of person.
You're not that type of person. Alright, cool. Anything you want to say?
But yeah, still N-words. But
But yeah, I got some new
speaking
content
of
for y'all.
N-words,
Speaking of N-words,
yo, we got an N-word coming to emancipate. Allegedly, by the time you're watching this episode, we will
know the truth.
So let's weigh in our bets. Apparently, Kanye.
He's here.
All right, Jordan, late night part mascot,
Jordan.
who is in the streets.
Jordan.
Yeah, man, you not see me in an all black dog.
the mascot no more going. Yo, mascot, alright, we're gonna work on it. Mascot can't work.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
What you say?
Alright, yo, hold on,
All
Jordan.
right, Jordan, the late night part logo, the human logo.
I'm busting.
This is a Mama Jerry.
Oh my God.
So on to mascot. So on to mascot dog.
Mascot sound fuck up, dog.
Tony the Tiger is a mascot dog. I'ma love Tony the
not here.
Tiger.
Honey is here.
No, he's not.
Yo, alright.
Alright, so
Hold on,
we're waiting in the best.
His
By the time you guys
his
are watching this
representative is
episode,
Hold on. Yo, who are go there?
Yeah,
Yo,
the production team is
Jordan has
here.
confirmed
Jordan
Jordan production.
Jordan's the production team there.
Oh, you
Alright.
working there?
Hold on, yo.
Hashtag big up
Oh
Jordan.
my God.
Hashtag give me some
Wait a
tips.
second, go say
Me I say, when now make the thing come out, or when I actually I say every second.
Kanye West a come Jamaica for perform.
Allegedly.
Emancipation Park.
Allegedly.
You just walk us late.
More important,
I really like that song.
Kanye is coming to perform in Sunday service, which
Yeah, on Friday.
is a traveling church something basically.
I
You
read
know what I
pretty
mean?
badass too.
Yeah, reach.
No, I can't. I'm gonna be out of town.
You can't. Hold on, man. You
On-
can't reach. You're going to be out of town.
Yeah, I have a wedding to go.
Yeah,
on.
go, all right. If you could, would you be there?
Yeah, I would.
If you reach, what that mean? Yes or no?
No.
You go reach, Sash?
Congo said Kanye is cancelled, so we can't go.
I'm not tell nobody what to do. You reach?
I am going.
Wait, when you reach?
Yannick.
Hold on. Ali say yes.
What you say?
All right. The rest say believe in Jesus and him. Stammer, boysy. You reach? All right. Stammer say him reach if the traffic. Jordan. Jordan
That
reach.
means
Jordan
Jordan
reach.
reach.
Man.
Jordan and nod silently.
Jordan at the backstage. One not time.
Anyway.
Hold on. Anto, you reach? Anto now reach. All right, so hold on.
We need a t-shirt.
Majority rules.
So most people say them are reach. Apart, just you say you not reach.
I have no interest. Like zero.
I would love to
I
go,
don't
but I
like the
can't
crowd.
go.
You would love to go.
But I can't go.
If them have the VIP section,
The
then
pe- you never watch a Sunday service? A Kanye Sunday
But there
service?
must be a
Snippets of
VIP
it.
next
I
to
haven't watched
Kim.
the full thing. I watched snippets.
No, as in I've watched it. Isn't me like well, not all of it, isn't it? But I come across it on YouTube. But dog, people don't know what it is. It's
People don't
literally
know.
a church service.
Yeah,
bro.
people don't know.
Hey, Kanye.
I think
Like-
it's dope though. I think it's dope.
I'm not interested, dog.
I think it's
like,
dope.
dog.
Feel like lightning with that
Congo
strike.
is trying to taper people's expectations.
No, but I'm saying, alright, put it this way.
So nobody is
Hold on,
going.
man.
Dog, majority of people who are going there are not going there for musical reasons.
They're going to see Kanye.
Kanye
That's
could have
it.
got there and fart on the mic. It could be Kanye farts
Facts.
on mic in public. Nobody cares.
Well, if that's a,
He's an A-list celebrity. Stop trying to appeal to people's expectations. They're gonna go on
They're
Twitter
gonna go.
anyway.
well, if that's what it is, then
Can't believe
okay.
we're going to meet tambourine.
Congo's like people excited. Dog, a Jamaican people, dog.
Yo,
Yo, me know say some people first trip to St. Thomas, I forgot see Drake, dog.
Facts.
And Drake spent
Oh,
like
dog.
what, less than 10 minutes on the stage, dog.
I didn't know people cared about Kanye anymore.
But yeah,
He's
people
an A-list
celebrity,
celebrity.
dog. People are going
They
just
mad.
to see him.
He's an
Yo,
A-list
people just want to
celebrity,
have the right to brag and say, yo, I saw Kanye
People
in
don't
Jamaica.
care about
Good for
politics.
you.
Obama come, people want
Alright,
itch up.
yo, I have
I
a
want to Obama.
He's an A-list
It's
No man,
celebrity.
Obama thing different, bro.
How?
You make it sound like people never rate Obama different.
No,
That's
I'm
how
just
much I
saying
rate
people don't care about politics,
I
but
feel
they
like
care
people
about.
care. Say Obama.
Dog,
was
list an
cool.
A-list celebrity that the general public doesn't want to see?
I want Steve Harvey. Remember?
Them didn't.
You would have drunk Steve Harvey when they on the Twitter.
Steve Harvey is
what
him up there still.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Steve Harvey up there still.
But he
He's like a
said
B-list
Not
though.
yo, put it this way. My mother came to me and
know.
she was excited.
Steve Harvey, my
but
brother
she was
still.
telling me that she heard
A joke,
about
a
Steve
joke.
Dog,
Harvey.
I'm
on the
not a
radio, bro.
Steve Harvey stan, but just to say, him say name one where people could
I
come
think
and people
Steve
not
Harvey-
like. People are like, what the fuck them I pay money for Steve Harvey?
But
come
who
for?
said that?
Nah,
People on Twitter.
remember
who
say
never-
A-list to
I
you
was
is not
always talking
A-list to
about this,
everybody
but
still.
The people
I
at
just
the
don't
event,
think
did
Steve
they
Harvey's
appreciate
a
Steve
A-list
Harvey?
overall.
Him and the rest of the Twitter mag.
Yo, no, but,
Me,
no,
but
but I
He's
was
B
there.
at best.
You
though.
went
don't
to
know,
the
dog.
Sonic War?
I was there.
It depends, dog.
If you didn't have Lori, then I would have go, cause.
But like
Again.
who else is like Kevin Hart is an A-list.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yo, Kevin Hart at Phillips Stadium.
I'm gonna like him.
That's fair.
What
but
about Dave Chappelle?
still-
Lad.
Dave Chappelle not
You know
A-list.
who's on Hale?
No,
Dave
we don't
Chappelle
call
not
J.
A-list.
Cole. We don't call A-list no. Me
J.
confused.
Cole.
I'm well confused.
You don't think Dave
Beyonce?
Chappelle is a celebrity?
J. Cole is
I love
like
Dave
him
Chappelle.
don't want
But
me
you don't
A-list,
think
but he
Problematic.
is.
But A-list, me don't know what me a call.
Bottom tier A-list.
Who? Which?
I disagree.
No.
I disagree.
Think of Dave Chappelle yet?
No, because I'm saying there's
Me not understand
only
A-list.
our real generation know that much about J. Cole.
No, but when we say
Outside
A-list,
of our
but then-
generation
when
don't
I'm
know.
thinking A-list,
your,
I think
your
like-
parents probably know who Kevin Hart is.
Denzel Washington. Everybody with everybody, like everybody would be like, whoa, Denzel.
Yo, Denzel is a A-list celebrity.
Definitely.
No, if you say the A-list or in the same thing as Dave Chappelle, me not really like. If
No,
you
I don't consider Dave Chappelle an A-list
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
That's what I
I
was
guess it's
like.
only me.
It's only
But
Jake.
I'm pretty sure he just said he was though.
You did
No, I
say
don't.
that. That's why I'm
Dave
confused.
Chappelle is my favorite comedian, but I don't think he's an
honestly,
A-list.
guys, I think we're kind of mixing up what A-list.
Thank you.
Talk to him.
Teach us.
Like you were mentioning the fact that like a A-list celebrity don't mean that you're well known, you know,
Oh.
Tell him.
or well liked. As I said, like for example, like what I was saying, J. Cole. All right, certain buildings J. Cole can get into, and there are certain buildings J. Cole just can't get into unless he's linked to another A-list celebrity. Beyonce is a A-list celebrity.
True.
Yeah.
You see me? Reason why Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart can be A-list celebrities is because they're selling out arenas. People, they're like it's like
They're going across demographics.
yeah,
Cole
it's
does
not.
sell out-
Children.
No, he's not.
Him not sell out the arena?
No, he does. But who's coming to the shows?
Just young people.
It's
Yeah.
it's just young people still.
So
You have to take
alright,
time
hold
with
on,
Sashania.
pause.
She's
What
a
would you
J. Cole
say?
stan.
Like
No,
where
but
would,
Really, that's all I
where would
know.
Kendrick fall in?
No, but what?
I'd say Kendrick is a
Kendrick is
A-list.
a A-list.
No,
But using your theory, all right. So I'm throwing that back at you because, as far as I know, you're saying, what your name? Chatty, laughy, Kevin Hart,
Kevin
and
Hart.
span apart demographic. Do you feel like Kendrick spans across the demographic as well? I feel like him
He
have the
does.
same niche,
Kendrick
like
got Europe
him have the
and
same
sellout
niche, like to
shows.
me, like Cole.
No.
Kendrick go.
No.
Sasha, me and you.
I'm sorry.
We're not doing this.
No, J. Cole, it does
father,
does
my
really
parents
well
know
in
zero.
numbers, but in terms of and like yo, alright, you can look.
Yo,
at
J. Cole
who's
is
like
niche.
A list, like an easy way is like just look on like maybe at a red carpet event and who them are gonna highlight
Because
and
Cole
thing.
don't go to a red carpet.
No, but
No, but it's
remember
his
what
decision,
classifies
though.
people as A list is
No, but if it's his decision then and it is what it is now, then you can't say that he's A-list because he's made a decision to not be.
Yeah, but that
So why are
doesn't
you
fall in
defending
the-
him?
Say She's a bad bitch, she's a bad bitch, but that
Oh
doesn't
my
mean that
yo,
go to the
yo, Erwa.
All right,
After.
yes.
Because you're
Yeah.
wrong still. and you not accept say you're wrong, so
No,
yo,
Miss
Alright,
okay for the
guys
fact
who are
that you put
guys who are
Beyonce and
listening
Dave
to
Chappelle in the same
the
list.
podcast,
Me just
or watching
confused.
the
I'm stuck
podcast
right
right
there.
now, tweet Sashania or the Late Night Power
No,
account.
J. Cole,
What do
please,
you
please,
think
please.
is
Oh
a-
yo, no, don't.
Don't
Don't.
let it tweet me.
No, it's a go become something you don't want it
Exactly,
be.
you don't want it
God,
to tweet me,
no.
We want the smoke. What's an A-list? What's an A-list celebrity? What's an A?
Beyonce.
Don't tweet
Rihanna.
Shania about no J. Cole hates, please, guys. Just
Alright,
do
yo.
it.
Didn't say anything about J. Cole.
Private and Twitter here.
Alright, so everybody are going to Kanye concert for the hype, basically. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like
Enjoy.
it's just like when Major Lazer came down.
Alright, so we
I
have
Everybody,
you can't.
only a handful of people went because they knew Major
It don't
Lazer.
matter to me. Alright, Jordan is saying somebody that love music, like me. No, dog, what the fuck? Dog, me not like church. You see me? I don't know what it is. You see me? Like, I watch them on YouTube. I'm just like, yo, I know my thing. You know
So
what I
where
mean?
y'all go then?
I said I'm not going.
No, he said
Oh,
he's
I'm
not
not
going.
going. Oh.
I'm not going. Call for dog, honest, like dog, you know, so I was biggest Kanye fan, dog. It's a different fucking man, that dog. Like the person
Well,
that
you
is
were
here
saying
now is a
sanctified.
No, but just to show you why I'm not go, dog. Like, it's a different man, dog.
He said he's saved and sanctified.
Man will
Let me see
sing
if I
some
find
church
it.
He
song, bro,
baptized in
me not try
April.
it.
Yeah, in April. Yeah, he baptized in
Like, I
April.
did some either, dog.
No, he's really a Christian.
Yeah.
It's
His
Jesus
pastor
Christ.
said he's a Christian now, you see me?
mean nothing.
No,
I mean, we know it don't mean nothing, but you see me?
West.
Yes.
I come like one doctor give one sick leave and the
Alright,
But-
guys, we also wanted, because by the time you're watching this, the Kanye event has happened already. So these are just predictions that are very late. So, yo, if you went, just tell us how it went. Is it
Lupo
tweet at late night
Lupo
bar?
say I'm a reach.
Yo, me I go reach dog. I just want to see the man like I know nothing more than I just want to sit like I just
It's
want to
Jesus.
sit for just the spectacle. For just say yo, me this is Kanye like. If my go, me can say it did lame. Yo, me see Kendrick live and it did lame. I said that
Yo,
with
people are
chest.
so weird, dog. Anyway.
Just
Moving
want to see
right
spectacle,
along.
dog. You see me?
Alright.
What you gonna do? Google spectacle. Yo, that was like a really genuine question.
No, yo, man, I like the look. It look like.
No, me hear I say spectacle. So I try say it like we say something wrong. So me think she go Google spectacle.
Yo, man,
Why
man,
does
I
Sasha
like,
never?
no, Sasha didn't really look like I go look for something for proving wrong still. I wouldn't think you're googling spectacle, cause that's disrespectful.
Looking for what's next on the topic.
Introduce.
But
But
let me make a disclaimer because
Oh my God.
when I fly past on the
Wrong
next
this-
from
wrong
night,
thi- oh.
the next person will try flop me, I go tell you how water walk got pumpkin belly.
how, can you tell us from now? Cause I'm curious.
Promise.
How water walk over
Promise.
pumpkin belly?
So make we all you
Don't
Suck
you
it.
me. Don't be this.
last one.
Don't you me.
All of them.
Don't you me.
Yeah, man.
That's all I'm saying.
Talk to him, Jake.
Sasha in her back. Back,
So why
bro.
you now go Russia? Oh, I know.
I'm not
That's not
interested, like
interested.
zero interest.
Me and her. You know what I mean?
So you don't want to be saved and sanctified?
No.
By the Holy Spirit.
Yo, me definitely I do this shit for the high price.
So that's how the vlog
Like,
told
I have zero interest.
I am
in
cashing in on all the previous albums that
Yo,
I have
all
bought.
I'm saying is, yo, Yannick, come with the flames with the pictures, please.
And let me alone.
'Cause I
Somebody
won't be
donate,
here.
Dog, man.
Yo, Kevin better go in.
interesting to see how
I'm just
many
here for
people
the
actually-
The
pictures.
spectacle, yeah, I'm going to be interested in how much of the non-digital Jamaican demographic will be going.
But no people come with
That's-
them
that would be
tambourine
interesting.
and
It
something
depends
there.
on how them market this shit.
Are they marketing
I
it?
think
I don't
it's
think
being
that-
marketed right now.
It's in the
viral.
cleaner. That's like, you know.
It's viral right
There's what you say? Stomach?
There's no real marketing.
Well, I mean,
And yeah,
I don't think
now. And
there
they don't
needs to
need it
be.
free.
They don't need to be any marketing.
One day before, but
It's already in the paper,
we'll
and it's,
see.
you know.
time of the master, isn't me?
Crowd estimate, crowd number estimate.
I don't know.
Bigger than Buju.
No fucking idea.
Bigger than Buju.
Yo, I have no idea,
You
dog.
think it can flop?
Yeah? Of course.
If rain fall,
Stop.
Rain a go fall.
if rain fall, and even then,
I'm loving that we're getting all of these predictions on wax.
me all around me.
I guess. No, but that's
Pandemonium,
exactly
yo.
what
Yo.
is going to happen. A Friday church service night in them is it a good
Them
nice.
a call on the rain, man.
So nice.
What
I
are
am going to extract all these predictions
Tambourine and them
and
something.
play them.
Yo,
And see who was right.
preset Friday in New Kingston is already trash.
Trash.
Yo,
Just metal little.
I'm happy
yo,
I'm going to be
no, no,
outside of
Who live
Kingston.
in New Kingston?
No, I have a wedding this Saturday with my
Man, we're
virgin.
back at Sash House.
A far walk.
that
That's
far
you
still.
but what?
What?
I mean, it not far, but it not close.
It's not close, but at least you'll be like.
Yeah, man, yo, Sash.
People don't want to pass
Sash,
the
good,
post, you can
good talk, you know, good talk, but nobody never hear what you just said. So I win.
Oh.
Mad. No, man, it's too late.
Ramadan.
It's too late.
Don't try.
But not try me and Sash good.
Alright.
Me and Sash good.
So right now, we're talking about celebrities. We did have N-word celebrities, so now we'll move on from the goodie them. Is it me?
Jamaican good to them.
We are very late, so I guess we shouldn't spend too long on this
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
because
They don't know.
them done kidnap Rihanna. Everybody
Yeah, man,
knows
she's
that.
ours now.
She's ours.
So
Yeah.
we so paint her.
I've seen her a couple times, yo.
America,
Okay.
up at the airport, isn't it? Hey man, yo, so I think go on Twitter with the Bayesian them and say, yo, on the currency are shit. Like them that try to style Jamaica, you see me? And David say, yo, come with thief Rihanna. If
Yeah.
all the Jamaicans say that Rihanna is Jamaican, she'll be ours.
And it
So
was
said,
true.
So
done,
done.
bro.
Thing
Like,
reached
bro,
news, dog.
it reached Canadian TV.
Yo, the
bro.
man have
Like-
too much power, dog.
Oh, David?
We have to plug out him.
But you know what I found hilarious? So
Man need
the
to fix
Bayesians
customs
decide
right
that
now.
they want to steal Shelly and Fraser.
Oh, yeah, yo.
And Shelly and she said exactly where she was from. Waterhouse, Jamaica. Bam.
But them
Shut
try with
up.
popcorn too, and I was like, no.
Yeah, yo, them
They
they
just
just
steal
yo, them
gold.
they just
Like,
start
how
trying
can
to
you
claim
steal
a bag of
gold?
people.
But
What? Which one?
one?
The popcorn one? Well, it don't matter.
Brother. Or you could try to steal gold.
Oh, yo.
Yo,
We are graphic designer, enough of them, and there's many unanswered emails because the amount of graphics when me say me say no, full graphic designer them
Bruh.
rich because the rate of
Birth
Photoshop when me
certificate.
birth certificate,
Money.
Yo, yeah.
Like,
people like them
yo,
look
all the US embassy, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I thought that one was perfect to me. That one was
US embassy one was perfect.
A long
yo.
time I should have locked off still.
No, we're not supporting
No.
it.
The
But
one
anybody
all together sing when them have her in the West.
Yes.
Yeah, but Rihanna doing all together sing.
The Digital Rising Stars one. I thought that was lit.
dope.
I thought that was lit.
That was dope.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that did funny. Some
But-
of them did funny, but then the brands, you know.
Me hate when the
No,
corporate
brands
are-
always ruin
brands
things,
you know.
always mess up things.
Brands
dog.
always ruin
Always.
things.
Why so
yo.
enough?
Man, them 2 weeks late.
And then
And
even
the
the
joke
mayor,
them
me
just
did find the
lame.
mayor too lying. Like me never want my politician to tell random lies on the internet.
Oh, Rocket Ship. Big up Rocket Ship. Man, them zero Twitter, dog.
Yeah, dog. So you see me? It's like forgot what I was gonna say.
Uh-oh.
It's alright. Rihanna
Brands,
Jamaican
brands.
now, bro.
Hashtag Rihanna Jamaica.
Yeah,
She's here to stay.
Big up Riri.
Yeah. For social media managers, I think that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
They
but
probably- they
yeah.
probably had the fire tweets early, you know, but then they had to talk to their boss and like
And sign
but-
off.
And we
But
post
Rihanna
it.
is not Jamaican. It's like
Yo,
Oh, man.
on the thing say every
When
young
are you gonna
person
get it?
funny and in the thing, yo, some of them lame.
call name.
Me not call the name, cause me not know them.
Call
but
name.
They
but
just
I
know
assume
so they
cause
don't
some
know.
of them-
Call
But
name.
you
Call
said
name.
no, no go
Call
on
name.
like every young
No,
person
But so
funny.
know every unfunny young person, him don't know the one of them.
Dog, me just
I need a reference.
Dog, me just
Them are run some social media
Yo.
account and the social media account boring. That is
Alright,
what
which
you
which
said.
Call
account?
name.
Which
That's what
talk
you
about
say.
a boring account? Which tweets them
Call
always
name.
follow
Call
them,
name.
'Cause they're
Call
boring.
name. Call name.
Yo, I this your love.
No.
Alright.
Thank God doesn't call me.
But I remember that.
It's prayer, guys.
Kumbaya. Is Kanye
Me
praying for
just
us?
telling you say.
Jesus.
Yo, Yannicka for what? When I say go church, dog.
My
Yo, man, yo.
Friday.
Yo, you know what? You know what I got sweet me when Kanye do show up and I just some pastor from out of St. Thomas. Now that you're all here, I'm here to tell you about the Lord.
Blocked all the roads. Them time the S05 scheme.
Man, that's some Jesus pan, you know, yeah, man. Holy water. Yo, suppose this is just like an elaborate World Ventures thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if we're Avengers finish himself in
No. Let have inside.
Yo, no man can't pay. Yo, you know, so them Kanye can just take him and him just do take him flight, you know.
Fight for our lives.
Kanye can just do show up, dog. But it look like he might take this kind of serious still.
Yeah.
Cause him got enough place. They decided on Monday says or inside the Boise.
I have government information that he is coming.
You have good information.
Government information.
Yo,
Correct.
we on the first
Apparently, they partnered with the tourist
No
board.
man, because of where I work, So yeah, him a come.
I mean, yo, by the time people hear this,
Oh, yeah, it's a good one gone.
But then, like,
well, we know how efficient the Jamaican government is, so the information must be right.
wow.
so yeah,
Oh my God, him not even in the government for what?
Congo win the lightning lap. So
Lightning lap. Yo, you know something I want to talk about this still? That's why I did it.
Yeah,
The World Championships thing.
With the man
And
them.
the man them pop down after both say, yo, we're not good. Yo,
Them prove him right?
I remember both drop the video and say, yo, the man them were.
Shoes were too tight.
But basically say the man
look
them need to pull up them socks and work. And them go World Championships and the man them pop down, dog. Man them
Big up the girl them still.
Man them
No
never
man
win.
them
I don't
do
think
well.
the male runners won anything.
Me no know.
Me no watch them thing
there.
there.
One where it was girl and boy.
Yeah.
That don't count.
Yeah, but what I want to talk about is like, dog, we get so used to exceptional things. Like, we're spoiled, you know. I don't
Yeah,
feel like
we
people
are.
realize how spoiled Jamaica is in terms of like,
For success.
yeah, in track, of course.
We feel entitled. We
Yo,
feel very entitled.
some nation glad when they make finals, you know, like
Yeah.
make finals.
Like-
Me not talk about
Even running at the
place.
East.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
I don't
And
feel like
and put
we're
it this way.
entitled.
Of course.
I feel like.
Hold on. Look,
Yeah.
put it this way.
Yeah,
we
but
go
so
from a
Jamaicans
1, 2, 3 in 100 meters
Yeah, but
to
that's
not.
not entitled.
Of course. Of course. Exactly, and a boat, people hard upon them because boat set it on a certain level. Shelly and Fraser Price is a once in a generation talent, you know, bro.
I feel like, alright, so the US girls all. This is just me.
Yeah, but yo,
Can I?
alright. So yeah, I say. Then I
Like the
just
US girls always win gymnastics, like Simone and the whole of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never seen them lose, but I don't know if they were supposed to lose and like the Russians win. I don't know if we'd say, oh, the Americans them entitled because them no win one.
Alright.
year.
I don't think I-
So for me, my thing is Jamaica have certain things where we bring us joy. We're runners, we're music, etc. I think it's natural for us. This is just me. When we not do as well in a something where we're all dear to us, to feel like, lad, I feel hurt about it. I don't think that means we're entitled. I think it's just something where we care about it. So I mean, no, that's the message. I don't get the whole entitlement.
Yeah, I don't know if
theme.
entitled may not be the right word, but we expect. But even when we're not putting the work, we still expect.
Yeah.
But I think right now we're at a point that we need to realize that, okay, we're probably not going to see another boat for now. But there are other athletes that are doing exceptional that we need to focus on. And we have always termed ourselves as the sprint factory, so we're focused on that. But we have athletes that are reasonably good
In other
runners.
areas.
Maybe they should go and do hurdles.
Yeah.
Go do long jump.
Yeah, triple
No,
jump
it's
and-
true
yeah.
because it's in the same way we're literally exporting athletes. You know, there was a 100-meter. There was a final where everybody on that. There was
from
one
Jamaica?
person. They were either Jamaican parents, Jamaican. Them running for countries like Bahrain and all of that because you cannot. They were not able to compete in Jamaica in that race. But when them go wherever them go, them are the national record holder. So there are other things but we're just always focused on 100-meter because legitimately that's where money is. So sprints, that's where money is. But you have people that are running long distances and them
they
need
do
to get
well.
some push too.
can't go on Ellen and the hurdles, dog. That's a lame dog.
we have a
No, but
So we're gonna line up some kids in the shape of hurdles, and we're
Yo.
gonna have them jump over the.
But Sash, what I would say
Not
to
cute.
you saying
And people-
talking about like the US and Russia, like dog, I feel like we do appreciate like how much we overachieve as a country.
how small
We
we
not the
are.
fucking money, you know. Like, you see me?
And we're
When
tiny.
Simone Biles and them people they win,
Yeah.
yo, the amount of investment them have in gymnastics in the States,
It's crazy.
yo, them start from your turn 2. Yeah, the gymnastics. We have a similar thing in tracks now, I think. You see me? Which is probably why
That's
we're
just
so
recent,
successful. You see me? Because the amount of money that we can afford to invest versus the States is completely
For a
different.
larger nation.
You see me? Yeah. So I still think like coming off a bolt to set record like nothing and a jog and a win. Then you have a man like maybe
We need to just get used to some
we-
ordinary.
yeah,
thing,
like
dog.
it. I
Like
feel
every
like we're
other
kind of in a
country.
transition period. So I don't feel like we're gonna be shit or nothing.
Yeah,
but
but
we're kind of enough like these things happen in sports in
and
general.
we
Isn't
have
it?
to look. We have to look
This
elsewhere.
day-
The dynasty is over.
Avatar is frozen.
No, but we have to look
It's
elsewhere.
not done.
There we have. We have lots of field athletes
A
who are
woman time now.
coming up.
One to
Our
the woman
young
run
athletes
of
are
them.
coming
KC
up.
boy. What him name?
Donkey man.
One to the woman run of them.
No, that's him not from KC.
Man, I know which
Jack,
one, man, go.
whatever him name. I don't know, but you have enough little one.
I don't know about tracks.
On the big one.
The
And
dynasty is over, bro.
also, these high schoolers, them around with them soul case. That's
Yes.
why them flop and cannot go
By the time they
anywhere.
reach-
Yeah.
Schools are focused on champs. Champs is not the
Them
be all and end all
burns,
of
yo,
life.
them
Well, never
burns.
run and win not champs, you know.
For champs. No,
They
you can
never
actually
win
go
a-
back. All the successful runners.
Mm-hmm.
Champs wasn't a big.
Them burn out.
Oh,
them
I did
burn
not know.
out.
You can check
And
it
then
out.
when they go school, a foreign are the worst thing could have possibly happened to them too. Because when you get a sports scholarship abroad, please be aware that your education is not important. It's when you come there for run. Them run injuries. A lot of them they
no.
don't come back. So we have to focus on other things, and we have to really think about that. If it's a career, we can't want them career done by the time they leave university.
What happened?
What the man we train both name again? What his name?
Stephen
Francis.
Yo, the man say, yo, some of them man you need for them need to pick up the book and stop trying to run.
Oh
Them
no!
take
them go
the
hard
scholarship and go learn. Like the man
Like,
literally
go
said
hard,
that.
yeah.
I mean, tell Bleep for go pick up Bleep.
No, yo, the man,
also
he was
true.
legit on TV, dog.
Yo,
like,
yo.
me not joke. Him say, yo, some of them man here, them need to take the scholarship and get them education and stop try this running thing. I was
No,
like,
but it's
bro.
true.
And him just say you go run for other countries and no bag of thing. Yo, man, go
No,
hard
but
still.
it's true. It's true because if you're looking at it as a career, if you're in, you cannot get the career in Jamaica. Why not go elsewhere? But people are so. I'm just like, why you gonna do come and struggle when you could have been Bahrain's national record holder? Think about it.
Yeah, man, when them call you N-word, you know what time it is still. You see me?
You want to represent.
But you cannot.
You want to represent Jamaica?
No, I'm just saying they want to represent
But you
Jamaica.
cannot.
That's why they don't want to
cannot
leave.
compare and cannot compete.
But it's black and white.
You have to do 3 tuck and rolls by the stage and get 3 artists on target. You have to catch and roll and then have to go. Chick, chick,
Oh,
chick,
that's
chick,
easy,
chick.
bro.
Only have 5 shots.
And the
That's easy.
finals are Capeton.
Oh my god!
Must be tack sharp.
A good Capeton
I can
action
do
shot.
that. I can do that.
No, him can't really.
Yeah, man, Jik
I
have
can do
some
that.
boots for them where you can see the toes in there.
Can climb wall and thing.
Ninja mode.
Yeah, man.
Literal
You see me
ninja.
climb the side of stage like elephant.
I believe you.
Jik used to wear knee brace.
Yeah, I used to wear knee
He
braces.
used to literally wear knee pads to run and
Slide.
out. Like,
That's why I don't have knees anymore.
roll back into the wilderness.
You taking this ninja thing
That
serious?
was back before I even was called the visual ninja.
So why you name visual
That made
ninja?
them call
Alright,
you
so
that.
No, but
that is why I got called that.
Abridged version.
So
Abridged, like
Lightning
one
round,
sentence.
lightning
one
round.
sentence. Why are you the visual ninja?
Because I'm a bum play
one
on stage.
sentence though.
Yes, one sentence.
But I'll take the one sentence too.
Alright, that's it.
So wow.
But producer said time I run out.
Anyways, as Yannick and Travis said, me used to like run up and down and slide and everything there. And a sister
that
of mine,
big
Mariana, she was like,
Savage
yo,
season.
Mariana?
like
The Mariana.
the Mariana from Mariana's Kitchen.
Big up Mariana's kid.
Yeah, she was just like, yo,
100.
you should be called the visual ninja. I was like, yo, man, keep it and run with it.
Nice.
That's lit.
Alright, mad. That was good. That was like 5 sentences.
Yeah, when you're
The bomb threat.
Oh,
No,
yo.
we're not the Virgin Mary.
Oh, I got the hit man at the lightning round. Yo, on the member said the taxi man, them and the bus man, them did a fight and then did have a bomb threat. And then
Yes.
2 days later, we forgot about it.
Yep.
Was there really a bomb threat?
Yo, you know what I don't know?
know.
Was there? Was there a bomb?
We don't know.
Oh, you said we don't.
Wow.
The SWAT team never tell me.
Rachel watch news and them things.
So I'm to the SWAT team.
No, I
like,
was looking. I was in my upstairs.
Oh, she worked. Oh, don't tell it. Don't tell it.
So you never.
But I don't know. But
Upstairs from the clock tower. Actually working at the clock.
Yes.
She has some
One bag of man. One bag of man. I go down to the class tomorrow. I'll be like,
Rachel living at Disney movie.
Oh, that's why she cut off right here.
Rachel in a fairy tale.
Oh.
Perfect.
Rachel, time to ring the bell.
My bomb threat.
No, but I feel like bomb threat is not you. I feel like it's like anything where they don't know what may happen. Them just call it that. Yeah.
What you mean anything at the first time?
Like all a man with some bad gas.
No. We've had bomb threats.
Yeah, no, I remember being at you. I remember being at UTech
Recently?
and hearing about a bomb
I
threat.
remember that.
I never remember that.
Downtown.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And I remember.
My phone when they used to have
So
Did you say
question,
my phone?
serious question. Have any of these been corroborated as actual bombs or?
people
but
just say it, but you have to. They have
You have to go through the protocols. You have to go through the protocols.
No, I understand. No, so I'm
I'm
really
one
just
of them who
curious.
wants to stay inside the
Hold
fire
on.
drill.
Someone has a question. Go on, Boise.
Hold on. Take the mic.
Yeah, we
stand
can,
by.
we can.
off screen. You can't reach.
Just don't want to share. They can't reach.
Me just get you right.
We have Stammer on the mic.
No, but you wanna put me on a pressure now.
Lightning round, boys.
Yeah. But no. Side note though, I always wonder,
Boy, you know.
like, do you think it actually would be wise if the government or somebody come out and say, we actually had a bomb threat and we actually defused a bomb? No. It will cause public, like, people that's go crazy.
Yeah, because they had like.
So why you
SWAT
think
teams and
American
everything.
government?
No,
do
I
that
mean the
now?
reason that I asked is
Sensationalism.
Them
People get
control
scared.
through fear.
Also, it's all.
yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like they don't know what exactly the threat is, but bomb threat is terrifying.
No, but I mean when
And-
them find bombs, them admit it. Like the other day when the bomb did get mailed to like Hillary and them thing there.
That one?
Yo, you know, some men don't know, dog. No for them thing, yeah. Yo,
Yo,
no for them thing, yeah, Sykes, dog. Like, legit. Like, like, even if them tell you say it's a bomb, you don't know it was a bomb.
But still.
You know what I mean? But I really feel like I wasn't asking because I think they would have released it. When I say corroborate, I mean like if you have a link where they couldn't know what go on, is it?
None of them boys they know for building up bomb. But they like some little pipe bomb with like
Listen,
some
No,
nobody
yo.
put thrown
Yo.
like some Pepsi in a
Yo,
some
don't
pipe
put
bomb.
No, but don't put none in them head because yesterday I'm going to bank go wall up people. I never thought I'd be a day in Jamaica with people that wall up banks. Like
No, dog.
I was
But
so
that
shocked
not
when
new, though.
I know, but I'm still like shocked that we reached that stage where people like me now one bank and do my business and man and walling
No,
with
but
gun.
no,
Like,
but
that hate.
but our criminals are getting like
I mean,
super
hate
sophisticated.
them.
They are in
Man, them watch
police
Money
uniform, guardsman uniform, and I go
Sit in
rap
the stomach.
place.
Well,
Sophisticated.
when we know some things kind of
Yeah.
set away when in a mobile them roll up in the gas station still. I was like, is this a movie?
do?
Roll up in the gas station and light up again and drive off again.
I
That was
saw
like
on the
last
video.
year, I think. Yeah, I was just like, this is straight out of a movie.
And nobody got charged because they couldn't see them
I just
got
increase
sentenced.
in wildness, but not increase intelligence. Like, when Jamaica have a sniper, no, man, I'm gonna be like,
No,
oh,
yeah,
no.
man, can we stop? Please, guys.
we're gonna
edit
that
No,
out.
me not even want, yeah. Like,
Yo,
no.
where you put them
Me
things in
hate
the-
them criminality. Yeah.
Suppose it's a good sniper.
No,
I was some
Danny,
American
makes us
sniper.
like-
no, let
good.
us stop with the
Jamaican
criminal.
sniper.
No.
Coming to a
Sniper
theater
some
near you.
criminal dog.
Sniper rounds and somewhere.
You know,
Guys.
say a youth and just get robbed and you just see it on the video.
Yeah. Quick, come along.
You want a
Alright,
vigilante?
last thing.
So not,
Virgin Maury.
Yo, from I know you wanted to talk about
Y'all
this.
killed it.
With this,
Tia, kill what? Are you saying you
how we
want to talk
kill
about
it?
it?
How we kill
Alright,
it?
but okay.
Are you saying you want to talk
We'll
about
do
it?
real quick, we'll
You
do
have
real
more than 1 minute. Go on, man. Yeah, man. Virgin
So,
Maury.
the part- the-
I don't even know what's your name.
So she just did basically say.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I don't know about them niggas.
No, she basically.
Yeah, get
Sorry. So whatever one of the
one of the Maori sisters.
the one who married the white man with the pump Fox
oh no.
said that.
Fox. I heard Fox.
Probably I said that. I probably.
Oh, yeah, come
did.
from foreign.
Saint Thomas.
You know,
Right. So she was like, listen, staying celibate and not having sex with her husband, well, then fiance, no husband, made the intercourse when she was married, nicer and more, whatever her adjectives were, I don't remember.
You got that wet.
Nicer than what? No sex. Nicer than the no sex that was happening
Basically,
before.
she said she did a wall out until she married, and when she married, and she get the boom walk, she said, "Yo,
I did.
The dry humping did just get too lame. So damn, when we actually have sex, there's no carpet burn.
Oh my god.
No jeans burn.
All right, Rochelle
Yannick is
really
weird.
wanted to talk about
Yes.
this last
No, you're
episode.
kidding.
Yannick,
So,
kill it.
Rochelle,
Yannick.
Rochelle, why did you really want to talk about this so
But yeah,
badly?
because when I saw the article, I was like, oh gosh, we damn stupid and problematic. But then I actually,
Problematic. Okay,
like,
continue.
you know, those people that are like, oh, you guys should stay celibate, better, blah, 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 blah. But the way how she approached the article, I thought was really good. Because she said it wasn't that she didn't have a lot of her touching around and feeling up herself. So she said the reason why the sex is so good is because she learned her body.
During the time.
So it wasn't.
So she was masturbating.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I thought that was like.
Also, she did not
Yes. So I was just like, I was like, yo, I never expect that. Like,
so she never know what say also would feel.
No.
Basically.
Oh my god.
No, but that's the summary. No, but big man thing. No, but at the summary.
DJ Mowry.
Yo, but at the
Spinning the latest hits.
brother, the beast, bass
Wedding
alright.
DJ.
Brother, the summary of
Now we have the main act.
the summary of what Rochelle said is, before I got married, I was just masturbating and then I had sex, and I was like, wow,
it would be
penis.
very male. No, that's not what she said, Congo.
Alright, what did she say?
When I read the fucking article, they posted.
Wow.
I read the headline. You never make me know some offering the article.
Can we call this episode 17? Can we call this 17?
Rochelle.
I didn't know I had to read the article.
It's the nails, you know. It's the nails. 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 It's the nails.
Hold on, man. Why I don't read the article? Yo, alright. Next time when I ask for explain something, I go remember this.
Don't carry feelings.
massages, everyone.
Rochelle. I'm hearing you.
And I'm
Say
here
it's not
for you.
masturbating. What is it?
Yeah, no,
Not about the man.
no, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not just about that. I was saying usually when people start with articles like that, it's usually this whole, preserving yourself for marriage. It will be greater, even though your husband is not preserving himself, so he's very impure. I don't understand the concept of it, but.
Lightning.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't understand, but I appreciated her point, and a lot of people, especially if you read a lot of articles about people who get married young or people who are very into their faith, they struggle a lot with sex
Intimacy, yeah.
because they see it as something that is bad. They were not taught to have that type of intimacy with themselves, so them don't know their bodies. And lots of young girls be having fucked up sex because them don't have no understanding of themselves. And they don't know what feel good, what's supposed to be good. So people be giving them child sex.
Yes.
And then, so that's what I'm saying. I was like, I appreciated that she approached it in that way. It wasn't in a shady, you should remain a virgin for marriage. All of that.
Yeah.
So she had,
She was
the
like,
whole
know
discussion
yourself.
with her. Exactly.
Thank you, Rochelle.
Exactly. Thank you.
First lady.
I'm glad you got to take it.
First lady,
A
everyone.
word by the first lady of the par. We have to understand that, Congo have difficulty with the reading the articles them. So read, guys. This is what Rochelle is saying with her long nails.
No.
Read.
Some I feel like you didn't post the article.
Rochelle is nice to me, unlike some people.
Yo,
Some I feel like you didn't post the
I
article.
did
in
send
group
the
too.
article.
See, like, that's what
I
I'm
sent it
talking
for the headline. Come and I read that shit. Me not give a fuck. I don't care about her sex.
Toxic
Yo, I
agenda.
don't care about her sex life.
Me neither.
So hold on. The time almost done. We can
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about Bounty Killer and trap dance all thing.
Lightning round.
Lightning. What?
Yeah.
You know.
So pretty much, Bounty Killer came in. Was it? I think it was what? Which show was that? Show, whatever it name.
On stage.
On stage, yeah. He was just like, yo,
Winfrey.
artists for learn say that spitting patois on a trap beat is not trap dancehall. Pretty much throwing shade at the 6 man them and their name Javelin, yeah.
No, the whole of the man them were
Basically,
out now.
yeah, pretty much. And so he was just like, yo, there's you can't put trap and dancehall together. You can't fuse these beats unless you're calling it a fusion.
Never hear about
And-
soca and reggae. You ever hear about
Yeah,
soca?
soca and reggae. So it was,
Saggy.
I was like, yo, he was just like, at the end of the day, his conclusion was trap is trap and dancehall is dancehall. And you can't fuse the two of them together. What you guys think about that?
Foolishness.
Yo, with all respect to most honorable bro God. But bro, you wrong.
No, but even when you listen to it, it's like it takes elements. It takes elements from, but it's not the same. You know what I mean?
Got dancehall. But that's one thing. That's one thing he said that doesn't exist. He was like, yeah,
No,
there's no
but-
such thing as dancehall. Right?
No, but
Dancehall.
I disagree still. Like
Soca
completely.
is like groovy, power, whatever. There's no dance.
I mean, I would say that those songs to me were just soca songs with dancehall artists to me.
Yeah,
honestly.
pretty much.
To me, in first point where I call all of the beats them where like man like Sharp Down and them are produced for them
it's
trap.
not trap.
It's not trap. So from him start like him must say, yo, a DJ, but they're not trap.
Dog,
rhythms,
man doesn't
bro.
man even
Have you ever
listen to
listened to
hip-hop?
trap? It's clear that the man don't listen not trap. So him just hear something with a faster beat and say,
The beats aren't even faster, bro.
Jordan.
In front of them.
That are expressed are not of the late night power, and they're of Jordan Samuels, Jaden's way.
Jordan Brandon.
He's a legend. We all know this. But
Big.
dinosaur.
That's simple facts. That's simple facts.
When I get Jordan the mic again.
But that's simple facts.
Yo, no.
We never know.
We never know. But yeah, did that
I
everything.
think we did too.
As him
No,
said,
but
the views.
I disagree still.
Not my views either.
Yo, but dog, I'm tired for saying that.
You know,
Yo, look how much times dancehall changed over the course of the
That's true.
last couple decades,
Yeah.
and the man them just don't want to give it like
Yo, mine, you're talking
like
about
new
Sasha.
labels or anything. Dog. The man, yo, dog, I when them stop make like buff buff
You remember-
dancehall in the 90s.
you remember
isn't
that
it? 20
Dave Chappelle
years gone
episode
since
with the
then,
box?
bro.
Wrap it up, box. What story?
Oh no, this guy.
Wow.
Everybody just
But man, I say yo, the
Right
man
here.
them say, I say yo, if I make some real dancehall, what did stop make 20 years ago? Bro.
What is real dancehall?
What is real dancehall?
Bunting or make no song, so when I talk about
Dog,
either.
Wow.
It's annoying, dog.
Medium, Mr.
Like,
Rodney
yo,
West.
nothing
Even
wrong
worse.
if you feel like, yo, it's different from what I grew up on and it using these sounds that aren't dancehall to me, and I do like it. That's okay. You don't feel like new things, but for say it's not dancehall, it do. That no work to me, dog. You know what I mean? So me feel still.
A word. And I think with that now, we're gonna close out on the late night part. It's been so glad. It's been so great. I don't know what's going on today.
It's a full moon.
No, it's not a
No,
full
that was like 3 days.
Was
It's
a
a full moon when
on-
you're listening.
It was a full moon on Monday, I think.
But yeah, it's been so
Sunday.
great. Thank you so much for Jik for coming
Shout
on
out
this
Jik, Visual Ninja.
Late Night Par.
Thank you for
don't know
having
right
me.
now. It is at Late Night Par on Twitter, and it's at the Late Night Par on Twitter. We're on most of your favorite streaming platforms. You don't know, remember, if you don't want to stream, you can go to www.vericulture.com/slash the Late Night Par. And if you're talking about Vericulture, by the time you're listening or watching these, I'm sure you guys, been like wanting these Vericulture t-shirts. Pre-order should be open now. So
Them
if you're
come in crop
listening,
Yeah, you can work out.
we can work out something. She said crop top.
Like if they come
So
in crop.
the shirts, they are coming
Oh,
out. So go on
sexy.
vericulture.com
Or like a tank top
and you'll
or
see all the information about the shirts coming out, or just go on the Vericulture Twitter. We're gonna get these all out. So right now we're just wrapping up the late night part. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We're signing out. Yeah, everybody that
season.
Yo, I think it's Rochelle long nails,
Yeah,
Give her-
they
That's
really
where
scared me.
last time.
Yeah, it I get no.
But we
Rochelle
knew-
never
we
yet-
knew what-
yo,
we
Rochelle
knew she was
all
coming.
that Curse at Kangwa.
Yeah,
Yo, I didn't know she cursed.
Oh, she apologized. Everything good. See?
peace and
Apologies work. When proven.
I will
No,
believe
no,
it,
we're not
believe
saying
it.
we didn't say apologies. Don't worry, we said public apologies.
But this how much more public can you get than apologizing on a podcast?
Okay,
It's
you
on
win.
wax. It's on
Ah,
wax.
you win. You
We
win.
can
You win.
extract
You win.
it, but you
I'm
don't
not
know.
me when I'm hungry.
Yeah, so you don't know right now. Late night.
Never shake right.
So the girl them always
Shape
shape
right.
right.